Oh, tires, tires, tires. In our WhatsApp group there's only one rule. You talk about tires, you pay a round of beers next ride. Tires are personal. Wars have started because someone asked, what's the best 50-50 tire? Villages have been burned. Marriages have ended. We all have our tire ideas and we don't accept anyone's opinions. And we stand behind our favorite tire. It's the best tire in the world. Until that moment that we just crashed hard, we are trying to stand back on our feet and we just start thinking, did that tire just try to kill me?
What's the best 50-50 tire?
At around 2000 kilometers, 1200 miles on the meter, I've removed, cleaned and stored my stock IRC tires that still have 60% tread left and decided to bet on an amazing tire for soft and mid-soft terrains. Welcome to Tire Porn, and this is the Metzeler MC360 Mid Soft. This is a street legal tire, but when I first hit the freeway, I immediately noticed that the top speed went down a bit, which is normal as this tire is much more aggressive than the stock 50-50 IRC tires. I also noticed that this tire is a bit loud at higher speeds, but other than that, I always felt comfortable on tarmac with this tire. Even when the roads were wet, this tire was performing okay for such a hobby tire. It is very predictable under braking and I always felt I could trust it along the 5000 kilometers, 3000 miles that I've ridden it. I've mostly used 1.5 bar, 22 psi front and rear, and the tire felt very stable even at higher speeds. This tire features wide and curved center knobs for effective braking, traction and directionality. Diamond-shaped side knobs for carving efficiency, lateral sustain and durability. Voids between knobs for self-cleaning from mud and dirt and effective braking. And cuts between knobs to increase comfort and self-cleaning from dirt. This tire completely transformed my Honda CRF300L. The CRF300L is not a very powerful motorcycle, so it's very tire dependent. You can't really afford to lose traction, as you might get in trouble and don't have the power to get out of it.
Uau! Completamente impressionante.
I ride a lot of loose, sandy and sometimes deep sand tracks. And although you can do it on the stock tires, like you have seen on my last Surviving the Rally video, the truth is that with this tire, it looks like my CRF300L has more 20 horsepower on deep sand. It was time for the big test. Last week I was here doing the rally, and I have struggled to climb Mecca on the stock tires, but with this tire, I just went straight at it, no worries. This tire is an absolute monster when riding sand. You can really tackle deep sand without worrying for traction. And I feel a lot of confidence even when turning. Those diamond-shaped side knobs really improve carving efficiency and give a lot of lateral traction. My friend Bruno brought his AJP PR5. He's a big fan of hard enduro and steep rocky climbs, but he still gave me a hand testing this tire. We are arriving at Carrasqueira, a deep sand climb that is perfect to keep testing this tire for traction. When I saw how loose and dry the sand was, I immediately started looking for an escape route. But I decided to give it a try.
Mesmo muito chato. Segunda.
The next days I've applied slime tube sealant, 473mm bottle, half for each tube. I think tube sealants are perfect as a flat prevention system. Some people say tube sealants can unsettle the wheels at higher speed, but I've never experienced it. And in 5,000 kilometers with these tires, I've never had a flat. With the help of my friend Elder and his KTM 79R, I kept testing this tire on different surfaces other than sand. On technical sections with deep ruts, I always felt like it was giving me traction and control. It was easy and fast to change direction. On rocky trails, this tire always performed good, giving a lot of confidence and predictability, not being too harsh on my suspension. And again, direction changes were easy and predictable. On hard-packed, slippery, enduro-like climbs, he did his job without any problems. I always felt like I had the tire to do a lot of different terrains without even struggling for traction. I wish I could have tested it longer on muddy or wet trails, but that wasn't possible as I rode this tire during the summer. You'll be able to see on the next videos on the channel that this is a tire that during those 5,000 kilometers, 3,000 miles took me to amazing trails and landscapes. I've always trusted him and he never let me down. But where it shines, where it really excels, it's on loose and sandy trails. This tire can put a smile on my face on deep sand. Those wide curved center knobs along with the diamond-shaped side knobs work as pedals to really keep you moving on sand, completely transforming my Honda CRF300L. So if you need a tire that it's road legal, very predictable, with decent durability and impressive traction on loose, sandy and deep sand trails, this is it. This is really it. If not, look somewhere else.
Epá, queria ir filmar para te apanhar ali a fazer, que esta parte é muito gira. Bonitas! Fizer nó!
Estes pneus são uns monstros. Não digas a ninguém que esta merda. Eu vi em primeira.